I'm sitting here right now with a belief that time is real. Okay. Sitting here now, right now, what is my actual direct experience of time? What do I experience? Given I believe time's real, yeah, good. What's my experience of time? Can I actually experience time? What happens when you literally ask that question and go there? What happens? You don't need anybody to tell you whether time's real, not real, is, isn't. What you, you know, like you're conscious, right? You're conscious? Yeah. Do you need anyone to tell you that you're conscious?
No.
You don't, right? You don't. You're already conscious. You don't need anyone to verify it for you, do you?
No.
No. All right. So now let's quiz time. Because time's the big one. I'm telling you now, that's because time represents birth and death. Here and there, this and that. Yeah. Duality is of time. Time is duality. Time. What the hell is time? Like really, 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 really go there with that question and then try and experience into, try and feel into, if you can, time. What is it? You know, we would ordinarily go, oh, there's a past, a present, and a future. Is that the experience of time? Like past, present, and future? Is that what we say? That's my experience of time? Okay, so if we go past, where's that? Because we do that. We notion. All right, now let's come to back. The direct experience, we do that, so we better follow that. like, seriously, you know. Future, okay. Present. Is that it? Is that time? Does it even make sense? Does any of that even make sense? Is life being experienced linearly? Or in this case, let's say horizontally, in that the past is that way, the future is that way, and the present is here. Is this how life is being experienced? Life, this aliveness, consciousness, beingness. I am aware, I am conscious. You go to that, yeah, and then ask yourself, is this consciousness, this awareness, this beingness, is it being experienced this way, horizontally? Because that's the only way, seriously, the concept of time could be experienced this way. And we do it all the time. Oh, it's in the past. Don't know what's going to come in the future, you know. We notion. We don't realize it, that we're living on this imaginary horizontal timeline that we've never challenged.
You know, it makes me think too, it's like, you know, I'm beating it into my kids, you know, it's like, we got to manage our time, you know, and they're just like, they're needing to learn about time, basically this thing we all invented and live by, right? I mean,
Yep. Now it's a useful concept, but it has to be understood. It's a concept. It's not a real thing. Time is not a real thing, not by any stretch of anyone's imagination. It's not real. It's a concept. Same as numbers. You understand numbers are concepts? Show me what 2 and 2 is. Show me what, listen to my words. Show me what two is. To itself, not two apples or two cars or two trees or two arms or two eyes, or the number two. Two. Show me what two is. It's a concept. You can never in a million years are you going to be able to show me what two is. There's no such thing as two.
And maybe it just as well could have been something else that we can't even imagine that was created by mind at some
Yeah,
point.
yeah. So then you apply the exact same thing to time. Time. Tell me what time is now. No. Now. Hey. No. Now. Tell me what time is now. Where are you? Where you go? No. Now. Jenny. Now. Tell me what time is now. Now. Tell me what time is. You don't have time to tell me what time is. Now. Hey, you'd have to get out of the now to then tell me what time is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you get that.
I got it.
Good.
Not like I got it, but no.
Yeah.
As soon as you asked me about time,
I want to play with this. This is important because if you can come to see what time is or time isn't, that would be enough. That would be enough to put an end to the whole show, the whole seeking, the whole thing. All the lights would turn on as such. You just have to see time, concept of time. Is time real or not? Because the me is dependent on time. If there's no time, there's no me. Me is dependent on time for its seeming existence. What the hell is time, Jenny? What the hell is time? You know, we've got physicists scrambling, trying to work out now what the hell time is. You're still trying to work it out. We've got another bunch of physicists at the moment that are trying to work out what consciousness is. Yeah. Then you've got another bunch of physicists that are trying to work out what happened before the Big Bang. Because apparently time and space only appeared at the point of the Big Bang. Prior to the Big Bang, there was no space and no time. And now what they're trying to do is work out, well, okay, what is it or what was it before the Big Bang? Come back to time. What is it? What is it? It's a measurement, isn't it?
it was something invented. Yeah. I mean, it's like I come back to that something, that like language used at all is just, a concept, just something made up. So it's just, so what is time? So it's a measurement.
What else?
I want to say like based on memory,
Hmm.
but those are all words. It's like the memory.
Yeah, like,
I mean, when you say what is time, I'm not totally sure if you're asking me to like describe my concept of time, but when you ask what time is, it's like there's no such thing, really. So,
so can time be experienced? Do you experience time, Jenny?
I don't know. It's like I can talk about how I experience time, how time is experienced, but
Tell me, please tell me. We've got to discuss it. Please tell me. Let's see what comes out.
okay.
Yeah. Tell me about, in all seriousness, tell me about your direct experience of time now. Let me ask you this. Do you experience time in the past?
No.
Good. Do you experience time in the future?
So no, you never experience time. You just talk about
Good.
it.
See, now let's see the significance of that. So, do you experience time now? What's your experience of time now?
No, none.
Let that sink in. Let's not leave this. Time. Jenny, the me is 100% dependent on its existence because of time. Now, let's look at time. What's your direct experience of time now? Feel into it if you got to, like, but I'm talking about now.
Well, that's I am. It's
Yeah, good. What? What?
I mean, it's like that. Just this. There's no time. There's no. It's just.
Now,
This is
what does that mean? And what is that? What's the significance of that?
I can't say. It's like like when you talk, it's like now is just experiencing this right now. Just and experiencing is a word, but just this.
Good. When is it not this?
Never. The way this is experienced seemingly shifts if I'm talking and engaging or using time to plan things, um, as opposed to sitting.
Now, let's
No,
reflect on
yeah.
time and me, as in you.
Mhm.
What can you tell me about time and your me? Because you can say me, right? Say me.
Me.
Good. All right. So tell me about me and time.
I don't know. I mean, the things I want to say or that came to mind to say are like the idea of me comes after just being just now, that it's like now and then the idea of me comes. And how
So,
it relates to time exactly.
well, you distinguish something then. Something came before the other. So say that again when you hear it yourself.
I guess what I was saying, what was being said was now. There's now and then the me come. I mean, there's just then the me comes after that. I I guess it's like attention or thought goes to me, or but that doesn't that comes in after. It's like after the attention goes to thinking, I guess, thoughts.
So there's now, and the me comes after that.
Yeah, well, where's a me in now? I mean, if now is
That's the question. That's the question. Yeah, you just asked the right question. Where's the me in now?
right.
Flip it. Where's the now in me?
That just stops. When you ask that, I just feel felt energy in my body. I just, where's the now in me?
Yeah, it just stops. Interesting. Where's the now in me? The flip then. Where's the me in now? Is there a distinction?
My mind just
Tell me what you were just going to say then.
My mind's just stop giving up.
Yes, that's what's supposed to happen. Now, in the absence of thought, tell me about time now. In the absence of thought, what's one's experience of time now in the absence of thought?
So my experience is, or the experience here is, and then a thought comes in, and the thought says, you're, this is being gotten, or this is, but not quite. So, like, but you're not quite. But then that's just a thought. But that's just like a thought. Like there's not, that's just, but.
Yeah. The question would be there. Well, who's getting it or not getting it or missing it or
Right?
yeah.
Especially if now, it's almost like there's a thread of a thought, but even that, when I say that, it's like, well, where was this? Is this thread of this thought like stored somewhere? Like, but there's this thread of this thought that's preventing it all from just, because the way that it feels like it's resonating, it feels like not. I've I've been, there's the intellectual getting and the yes, 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 but just this feeling like when you ask that, when you said the time, it's like, yeah, this is it. And it's not all the way it though, or something. But if I'm not talking about it,
See, that I'm trying to get you to experience fully
mm-hmm,
only needs to be experienced for a microsecond.
mm-hmm,
And it just goes, bam,
mm-hmm.
like literally. The mind might be stepping in, oh, yeah, how am I going to live if I don't follow time? Like, kids that I've got to get organised and this has got to happen. And the mind will step in and does all that crap.
Mm-hmm.
And all we're doing is we've created a beautiful little space here now, just with you and I.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's going on. I'm not demanding of your time and you're not demanding of my time, right? We're just sitting here quite peacefully. There's an engagement of words that are happening. And there's an encouragement to go to time. What's time? Encouragement. Just to fully, what is it that seems to prop the idea of time up? What is it that seems to make time real? What's going on there with that?
Yeah, what is?
Yeah. And it's this stuff that we explore. What is it that is propping up this idea of time? Do you know?
What just came to mind is nothing.
Or I said it in the question, What is it that's propping up this idea of time? What's propping up the idea of time? It's an idea.
One thought.
It's
One
an
thought.
idea. It's an idea. Now, what's an idea?
I know I want to say it's a thought, but what's a thought? I mean, so what is any of it?
Good. Good. Now, let's come back to the direct experience.
Really, just saying.
Yeah, and good. Now, let's come back to the direct experience. Are you experiencing time?
No.
Good. What are you experiencing? If not time, what's being experienced?
Senses.
Yeah, and any of the senses engaged in and or with time? Go there. Is
No.
time good?
No. I mean, if I smell like I smelled pizza, I could go, my mind could go, I need to give the kids dinner by blah, 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 but that's just a thought. But the senses themselves, and even the thought, I don't know that the thought's even experiencing time. It's just talking about things.
Yeah. Can a thought experience time? What can a thought experience, indeed? What? One thing. You must have heard me say that. Just name me one thing, just one thing a thought can experience.
No, it's nothing. It's just going to talk about whatever
Yeah.
is made up here.
Yeah.
We live by.
Yeah. Now, are you conscious right now?
What'd you say?
Are you conscious right now?
Yes.
Good. What's that?
So,
Are you aware right now?
yes.
Good. What can you tell me about awareness?
The same, just you know what I don't understand is attention. Like,
Yeah. Talk to me about that. Say that. What?
uh, you know, I'm using words to describe, but
Mm.
you hear a sound, there it goes. You feel air on your face, there it goes.
There,
Somebody speaks.
there it goes. Is that correct? Is that correct?
It goes. It's like the focus is drawn to,
Attention you're talking about
yeah.
gets taken to where?
What is being experienced?
Good. Where is that being experienced?
I don't know.
Here.
Right. Well, there's a part of me it feels like you're right, it's here, but doesn't feel like there's a, I mean, yeah, that a location.
Does here
So it's
need does here necessitate a location? When you say here, do you need to add a location to it? When you say here, do you need to then add a location onto that?
no, I guess it could be just like now.
Couldn't it? That's exactly right. That's exactly right. In the absence of all thought. Now, what's time? What's consciousness? What's awareness? And what's beingness in the absence of all thought? Jenny,
I feel like
the,
it, go ahead.
the silence is profound. I'm not sure you're getting how profound the silence is. You're not meant to come up with an answer. You're meant to see the mind scrambling for one. You're not meant to come up with an answer. There isn't an answer to any of this stuff. There's not an answer that's truly satisfying. There's not. This is that surrender point.
Okay.
There is a point of surrender. Yeah. How comfortable are you with these three sounds? I don't know. How comfortable are you with that?
It seems very comfortable to me, or
Great. Like, good. Now, come here, be with me again, right? We're just here. We've never gone anywhere, you and I, by the way. We've been here the whole time. Okay? Now, what's time? Jenny, surrender into I don't know. Beautifully relax into I don't know. You're super comfortable with I don't know.
so just my experience here is just kind of feels like I'm not seeing, I'm not hearing, I'm just like, and that's kind of how, like, there's a, but I don't know if that's the I don't know, it's just
You're not saying much.
I know because it's hard to explain. I feel like when I'm with it feels like there's a nothing space, but I mean, I wonder about that. In fact, I've wanted to bring it up to you. It's like it's not like when I'm sitting here, I'm seeing my eyes are open. I'm not seeing what I'm looking at, but I can't say really, so when you ask those questions, it kind of feel that same experience that it's just, so I don't know if that's the I don't know, because I cannot come up with it. I feel like I cannot just say an answer. I couldn't. Because it feels like anything that's said isn't true.
And how comfortable are you with that? Or does that leave you wanting?
No, it doesn't leave me wanting.
Beautiful. So it's as good as saying, or me saying, relax into I don't know. There's a reason for it. How comfortable can you be, like, with I don't know about anything, like zero, and I don't know. How comfortable can you get with that? Really? See how comfortable you can actually get with it. Are you comfortable with that? Is there an element of being comfortable with that? A degree of being comfortable with that? Are you fully comfortable with that? Like, what's happening there?
Well, I feel like I've sat with I don't know, and I feel like it's like freedom. So I feel that. I feel that. I have felt that. Like, we don't know what's going on here about, I don't know. And that some ways sometimes feels like where some of this started a little bit, a little bit. Like, we like,
So let me ask you this.
okay.
What do you know?
It's like same. It's like I don't know. I mean, that doesn't mean I don't act that that I don't act as if during my day, like with people in my life, like it doesn't have patterns of my behavior and reactions don't reflect somebody who seemingly knows better than other people. And I've looked at that closely and I don't even know why that happens, because I feel like I'm really looking at it and it still happens and I don't know.
Now I'll ask you a really dualistic question. How does it feel not knowing?
Well, I'm curious why that question's dualistic, and then it feels like freedom when I've realized that it's kind of like powerlessness and I don't know, feels like really how like physically it even feels is like surrender, like I don't know. I mean, I notice it even people, why do you do that? And over time the thought started coming in like I don't really need to have even a reason. It's like I don't know, but I'm sorry. Or whatever. And that feels like relaxing to me, as opposed to the impulse to come up with some explanation
Something.
for my
Yeah.
bad behavior.
Yeah. That's why I asked you. How does it feel when you say, I don't know? How does
Yeah,
that
maybe it
feel?
feels like love almost, huh? Maybe it's
Yeah. Now go there. Try and tap into this. I don't know. I don't know. Because, see, the mind has craved its whole life. The mind wants to know. We've wanted to know our whole life. Yeah? Then we arrive here. Well, that's a fucking journey, you know? I find myself here. Now, what do I know? Heck, man, I don't know. Yeah? And how does that feel? Having arrived here, I don't know. Wow. Holy shit. I don't know. What's that like? What's that like? You said it a moment ago. Sorry, you can say it again.
Yeah.
What's it?
When I said it feels like love,
Yeah.
it's like my heart feels good.
Yeah. You want to know why? Can I tell you now why?
Tell me, yeah.
Yeah. Paradoxes, right? The reason it feels so good is because you finally arrived at knowing you don't know. There's a knowing prior to I don't know. Finally, I know I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a beautiful surrender in that, Jenny. There's the most beautiful, profound surrender in that. And that's something not many people get to experience. Stay with the I don't know, man, because it's the truth. You stay with that. And that's a surrender in and of itself. But it's a beautiful kind of surrender. But
This thought just came in, or this is in it. I feel like that probably that passes so quickly, like to others, to life. Like when you're with somebody and you say, I don't know, it's like they feel that immediately. That whatever their knowing resistance, I mean, where does it have to stand when you just say, I don't know? You know, it's like
yeah,
or
no way.
people and you say, I don't know. It's like a immediate permission for everybody to go, I don't know, or whether they say it out loud.
No, see, no one's, you're not taking a stance anywhere. You just, there's no need for a stance anywhere. The comfortability in that is profound. The
Right.
softness, the gentleness, the clearness, the clarity, the stillness, the quietness in that. It's so comfortable. But the bit we miss is the knowing you don't know. See, honey, think about it. Yeah.
Okay.
What's left to know when you arrive at, I know, I don't know? What's left to know? There's a little bit of magic in here. There's a bit of magic in here. What's left to know when you finally arrive at, I know, I don't know? What's left to know?
There couldn't be anything, yeah.
Right.
We'll have to know.
Which means there's nothing you don't know. Because the stuff you don't know You know you don't know.
You don't know.
There's something super profound in this little nugget here that we've been playing with. This is what I want you to focus on, concentrate on. We've recorded this. Great. You've got to watch this. Watch this from start to finish. Watch it again. I don't care. But this is where we arrived. Took a moment, but this is where we arrived. Now, I need you to explore this. I need you to explore the knowing I don't know, how profound that is, what that actually means. See, let's assume that we look at it dualistically just for a second, Jenny. Yeah?
Okay.
I didn't really want to get specific with it, but okay. So on the one hand, this is all the stuff I know. This is all the stuff I know. This I know. And on this hand, this is all the stuff I don't know. And I know I don't know. What's left to know? From here, I know that I know. And also from here, I know that I don't know. What's left to know? Both points are coming from knowing. You're going to have to play around here. Because this is, and I'm trying to get you to experience here. I'm trying to get you to actually experience what it is I'm saying, rather than conceptualize it, rather than become something that you've learnt. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I don't think my mind's trying to figure out what you're saying right now.
No, yeah.
And I can't really explain, but in what just went back and forth.
Yeah.
Um, but it feels like, I don't know. I want to say
Good.
that's it or something, but I don't want to say that, so I don't.
Oh, you just said it. I don't know. Do it again.
I mean, I can't even tell you how that whole thing unfolded, so, but I'm kind of just with it. So,
I want you to get as more and more comfortable with I don't know. And there's a reason for that.
yeah.
See, the more comfortable you get with I don't know, the more comfortable you get with I know that I don't know. The I know that's prior to I don't know. So it goes, I know, which is first, that I don't know. See, it shifts, the knowing shifts. See, there's all we've been used to, by far the majority of our life, Jenny, is a dualistic intellectual knowing. A dualistic intellectual knowing. Yeah. But there's another form of knowing that's going on here that we miss when we're caught in duality. This is profound knowing that's outside of mind and outside of duality, outside of thinking.
Well, it's like the knowing that at the very beginning when I first heard you or anybody speak, and I had there intellectually zero idea of what was being said, and yet knowing whatever it was, I wouldn't even be able to turn to somebody to my right and explain what I just heard.
Yet there was a knowing.
How
Yeah.
is it known that that was truth. How is that even known? Or
Exactly. Exactly. That's the two guitar strings, the two guitars. Yeah. See, which, what I also said earlier, I don't have anything you don't already know.
right.
I don't. There's just thinking that may be going on that's saying I don't know. See, that's beautiful. You're right. That knowing, that's the knowing I'm trying to tap into. That's the knowing I'm trying to bring up in you, that's to bring forth. Yeah. But see, it's like we've been trained to not be comfortable with not knowing. It's not okay not to know. I need to know. Whatever, whatever it is. You just know. No, you don't. Yes, you don't. And then there's this other.
Like right now, like this, like I there's still this, I know I don't know this, or like that's the story, like I need to know this. There's something I need to know here.
Yeah, good, good, good. Beautiful.
I'm
Perfect.
experiencing all these things, but there's something I need to know here
Perfect. And you know what it is? You know what it is?
that I don't, that there's a knowing that doesn't know that there.
Nearly.
I feel like I failed that one,
Nearly.
but
Nearly. It starts with getting comfortable with not knowing. Because what happens is you start to get really comfortable with not knowing. But coupled with that is a knowing you don't know. And it's the knowing that comes forth. It's that other knowing that comes forth, Jenny. That intuitive knowing, if we want to call that knowing that's outside of a clunky dualistic thinking analytical mind. Because duality is only a product of the mind. I'm assuming you know that.
yes.
There's no such thing as duality here. Out here. There's no such thing as duality. There's no such thing as separation here at all. There is no separation here. Mind says otherwise. Only mind says otherwise. Because in the absence of all thoughts, separation wouldn't arise, would it? I don't know. Hallelujah. Yeah. Stay with that. Be more interested, Jenny, in experiential. Yeah, direct experience. Direct. What's my direct experience of time? Like, yeah. Time runs, not time, but as a mind, as a dualistic, as the character that we've been taking ourselves to be, runs horizontally. Where we actually are runs vertically. There is no this way or that way. There is only this way. And this line, if you like, what it does is it bursts forth. There's your line, right? It bursts forth this way constantly. There's no that way or that way. It's just the absolute pureness of now all the time. Boom. That's what's actually happening.